What we're going to do today is we're going to continue on welding square stock on the chassis to finish the framework. As you can see on the back, we've got it all connected together. Jolene put that on the second channel, us finishing that and putting that together. I kind of wish that we would have left it with the video because it, it just finished it off. If you did not go see that and you want to see how we finished that off, it's basically just tracing and cutting 45s and putting that square stock in there. It went fairly quick. If you want to come back here and take a look for a second, sweetheart. Alrighty, right there. See that little crack right there? As you can tell, Nathan's in the house. Oh yeah, I'm Bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera and we are on air. But that little crack right there in that weld, I went along after we tacked this all together. After we tacked this all together. Geez, he's squeaking and banging and clanging. He's taking out clips. So what I did is I welded it all together. I just took my time, welded one seam there, went over and welded a seam there, and then welded a seam there. I had it all welded up. Then I was sitting here talking and crack, that weld come off there back in the corner. It broke. So cooling, it pulled that off. And that's what happens when you weld up something like that. You never want to make this skeleton for your frame and then take it and weld it up on the floor, because what's going to happen, it's not going to fit anymore. So leave it on your chassis and just knock it down. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that back on. It's only off there a little ways. Just grind it off, stick it back on. We're going to put some more cross members in it. And before I do that, I'm going to show you what Nathan's banging on so you know what the noise is. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. He didn't like it. He threw it in the garbage. So basically he's using a the garbage can as a bench. Because
there's other stuff on the bench.
He's going to the drive. Isn't that what it is? Kind of a catch-all, isn't it? He's going to start making the drive shaft. He has to take this off.
Need the yoke off it, yeah.
And to put it on the other one and see how that goes.
Put the other one in measured up and then see if this, I'm hoping this yoke is the same as that U-joint. If it's not, we'll cut the end of the shaft and put it in.
See what happens. So if there's banging and crashing going on, Nathan is working.
There's going to be some of it, yeah.
What I've got going on here is looking pretty good as far as I'm concerned. What I need to do now, or what I want to do now, is get some cross members going up here where we're going to sit down. We need cross members to make panels. Not sure if some things are going to get moved or they're not. Not sure. Let's tack that corner down before we even take off and do anything at all. Thanks for coming back, everybody. Doug will be in today a little later. Yes, he will. I might get Doug to cut the floor out of the car. I actually explained to... Oh, sorry. I actually explained on the second channel last night about the car and the inside. And I think I'll probably go in there and do that again, just in case everybody doesn't know what my plan is. And if you don't know, it's always good to stay and watching, and then you know. Then you say whether you liked it or whether you did not. That's basically what I'm thinking. I'll push that back down. It didn't move far. It just popped off, that's all. I don't want it to pop off, I want it to stay true. What I'm going to do, we're going to have to get a clip, sweetheart, that we can put the mic on so I don't have to do that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring it back some on the cross member here. I got some smaller square stock right here. Let's do this. Let's get an angle on here. I really want to put the square stock on top, if I can. There's obviously coming back for the drive shaft tunnel. I cannot keep it, hidden, but I want to like to keep a lot of the bracing on top of the skeleton itself here on the floor. We're just going to do this. make a cut there. We'll get that to fit. And then I think that's another good one to have. I didn't get my grinder set up. Got me first thing in the morning, Jolene has. She's got the coffee date. She's got a coffee date. So we're working, doing this early. My brain's with it somewhat. Are you taking your car, sweetheart? Maybe. Maybe, she said. Got a little bit of an angle on there. Haven't got the right angle, but good for penetration. I'm going to just cut it off here. And the reason is I'm going to have a place to come in here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it off here again so I have another place to go. Just close it off here again so I can make the tunnel even smaller. There's not a lot of room inside these cars, so that's what I'm thinking.
Did she say she was going to drive a 38?
No.
No? Oh.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
She could drive the 38 for sure. It's out there. We're not far away if you have to call us. I just thinking about that. I shouldn't have cut that. I probably should just cut it off straight because I don't know where I'm going right yet. But let's do this one. It's not a keep it on top like that. Not sure if I'm going back. Let's get into another one for the other side. I'm gonna take another grind at the other side. He scared me. Just gonna lay that on top of the frame, and then we'll cut this in. It seems good to me. Probably gonna get a better cut on this one than I did that one. Is that what you feel like this morning, Nate, Mr. Grinch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm not too far past these tabs. It does not look like I am, but it's close. I'm not even sure if them tabs even have to be there on that transmission. I could probably cut them off. Probably. What I'm thinking is maybe what I should do, talking about keeping the square stock on where I got this cross member like this, it's hard to keep it on when I need a tunnel going through this way. Let's get a piece of metal or a piece of square stock and put it in the lengthways, see what happens. And this is all by, like, I keep saying it, this is, I need to put one in here, and the reason being is, I need to know what I need to know. I can't have, let's cut one, just because I can. And it's hard to tell you exactly what I'm doing when I don't know as I'm doing it. want to put that in there for a second. Must be the speedo. Kind of makes a. Nathan. This what's this hooked up for? Electronic speedo. Is that what that's for? Plug that in.
That's a screw-on cable still. You can take that off there if you want to. It just screws on here.
Right.
That's just it's the drive that changes it for different gear ratios.
So I can just take it off here then?
Yeah, it screws on right there.
Yeah.
Where that tape is right here, it'll screw on. You can take that off right there.
Ah.
Right there.
Just kind of wondering what the hell that was, but that must be for a different cable, is it not?
Yeah, it's a gear drive. It changes up this.
Never seen one before. I can get it off as far as that goes. Thank you very much. Never seen one before. Thought it was maybe for.
You haven't seen that before?
Nope, never seen that before. Suppose I untaped it, I might have. I've never seen it like that. Makes me feel better about putting that back. I can get that tight. Or tighter. I know that piece is a cross member, but I'm trying to use it for see where I want to go. Take this piece. I'm just playing with square stock right now at the present moment. That's basically all I'm doing, just playing with square stock. This one here is, let's take this one, put it over here, if I go. Sure does mess it up. Sure does mess it up with. Stay. That rear end's going to come up a little bit. Makes one side smaller than the other because we're over, because of what's going on. As you're watching me do this, the suspension is, I'm guessing, is lifted up from in the front. The reason why they did that was to lower the car. And they've accomplished it with the original front end. But when they lowered the car, obviously the engine is up inside the car also because they want it to look good. We really don't want to put the engine, I don't want to have the car like this and the engine way down in there like that. I don't want that. I want exactly what they got going. I want that engine upright, nice with the car. I don't want the car leaning like that with the engine like that. I don't want the car up like this. I want it going together. And basically what's going to happen is with that transmission mount, if anything's out of kilter, if it's not straight or anything like that, well then that's when I'll fix it. Also you can or not, I don't know if you want to or not, but where I'm making the floor, in all honesty, I can put that body anywhere I want on that car. Like basically I can put it down over the car or down over the frame. I can put it down a little bit more in the back and leave it up in the front. If the frame was crooked and I put the floor on it, I could even adjust my car on my floor to make it back straight again. It's not over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like as you're building things, it's not over. If you get something a little messed up, just carry on because you can take it out somewhere else. Like if I have, in all honesty, if the motor doesn't fit up to the firewall nice, well then I can adjust the body on this new floor that I have. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That right there is probably the closest I'm going to get to having that go through. That has to come up. This one here doesn't give us much room in the car, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. To sit down, like that's an ass cheek there. My ass cheeks are bigger than yours, obviously, probably two of them. What, Nathan? Yeah, so we're gonna go. I'm just trying to figure this out without having everything in there. I've cutting it out before and just done it. Now I have to figure it out with everything in there. It makes it, you think it would make it easier, but it's not. I'm going to put a cross member. Put one right here. See, I got to allow for the rear end to come up. And how far is it going to come up? Oh, another. It's going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one for here, and I got it right there. I'm going to put a cross member across here, and the reason being is I've got enough for this to go up and down. I'm thinking that there's enough room there. That's not going to hit that, I don't think. All I'm looking for is when the body goes on, the springs are going to collapse, and this is going to come up. When that comes up, we'll take this off and adjust it and make sure it's right. But I need something to connect from there to there to there to allow something to come up through. And let's do it. Let's do this one. This one works because I cut it to fit. Just put it in there. Now, go back, take a look. What I'll do is I'll just tack it on one side and make the other side the same. And nope, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it where the shy there a little bit. See where I want this. Let's put it right there. I'm shy. I'm not even going to put that on there. Put that raw. Got another one. Must have measured it down there. Wasn't thinking. Or traced it. I gotta have room for the drive shaft to come up, and I gotta have something for the straight back piece to connect to. So that's basically what I'm doing right at the present moment, figuring out where that piece is going, and I'm just eyeing it up and weld it in there. Now, I'm thinking, come down a little bit on that side. I'm gonna do a measuring tape thing here. Just right on the money. I want to do this. I'm going to make that fit a little better. I'm going to tap it on the frame. That's just a matter of maybe one frame turned, like, you know, whatever. I just want to knock that down a little bit. Fine without it. Ah, got my helmet on. Gonna have to cut that off. Well, I want that cut off. We have a long one here. Let's knock these on. I think I'm gonna go with them. That never moved. Welding that. Yeah, if you want to know if something moves while you're welding it, hold on to the end of it. Trying to keep that center. Good. Got them tacked on. How you feeling this morning, Nathan? You've been sick the last couple days, huh?
Last week was kind of rough.
Last week was kind of rough. Have anything to do with what Doug was talking about?
No.
That what made you feel good, eh?
Oh, it's the air conditioning that got me in the car, but it wasn't the air conditioning.
Oh, okay. So what? Oh yeah, that dry shaft was made.
Someone's already put that in.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you making it? What? You got the end of that one?
I got the yoke on. I was checking to see if it's going to be the same size you joint or not. We could get a step joint too, but.
All right, now I need a piece from there. Now I have something to weld here. I'm going to tack that on again there before we do it. Now I'm going to come back here, and then this come up, and then that'll be our opening for our dry shaft. I'm up there quite a ways, but up a little ways, up, down a little ways. Does not matter, I guess. I'll take a look at that. Looks good. Looks good. Let's get a piece cut for this. We're going to be right on the 50 is their magic number. 50. Let's cut a 50. So we have to close our dry shaft in, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run it on the side of it, I guess. Go there. We'll cut another. See if this one works for this side. Should be the same. If it's not, oh well. And we'll do another 50 on that side. Let's cut another one. And you can see how unlevel the floor is in this shop. Can you see that? Sometimes you angle the square stock before you realize, and then it gives you too big of an opening, but what I'll do is I'll just weld it on one side, and then I'll cut the other side off. So basically what I'm saying, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to weld it like that, And then I'll just zip cut that tip off and then weld that shut, you know, if you know what I'm trying to say. And the reason being is just so it fits better, or looks better. Put that on. I'm just going to eye this up, I guess. Just like I always do. Why not? Just going to stick it on the outside of that. I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit. Give myself some gap. Not too much. Let's go there. And pull that back. Missed it. Oh, just want to get that corner. Going for it, Ian. Just don't want to take the mask or the speaker off and on. That's all. Being lazy. Closing my eyes before I hit the trigger though. Let's put this one in. When did I do that one on? Made it a little bit wider. That's a good thing to do. Give myself a little bit gap. Nailed her that time. Now, I think I like what's going on. I'm just going to stand back and take a look. What I need to like is the tunnel going back to the rear end. And it's just in there, so I like it. I'm going for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock, one, I'm holding it. Two, it's going to be in place. Basically, so I'm saying that's in place. You saying this one? I'm saying it's in place. Now we need to connect up here. See, there's something that I wouldn't have not done. I'm still on the frame. No, this is what I'm going to do. I didn't want to run that all the way down. I can see where. She just went like that. Let's do this. Get a marker going. Get some cutting going. This is this is all changing on the fly, if you know what I'm trying to say. As I'm building it, I'm learning how I want to do it. We're going to go right there. That's good. No, I'd rather it there. Nice. Another one of those to put on the other side. And I'm going to have to do each one different because they're each different lengths, obviously, because their drive shaft goes off to one side. I've got a hole here to go by where I'm going to put it. Got that one. Excuse me for a second. funny how parts of the frame act. It's funny. Put that one's on top of that one a little bit. Load that there. This is what else I'm going to do. I'm going to take a piece of, I like to have a piece go all the way across. Then I can mark a straight line. You know what I'm trying to say. Take this one here. Like that. This way here I can put them in straight. Now all I did is just looked at that hole, put them on the straight with that, put it the same distance that hole, same distance that hole, not getting the measurement out to find out if I'm an 1/8 off or 1/16 off or quarter off, not getting it out. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. I'm just putting these in. And that's it. That one there needs a beating on the bottom because that frame holds it up. I don't like it. Right there. I don't know if I want to beat it or cut it or what I want to do. I don't want to cut it really. Good. Damn it. Should know better. Nope. Get over here some. There we go. Good. 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 It'll all come in place. Moved it. Hopefully this will shove it back out. Yeah. Off a little. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I'm alright. Guess it still works. Tacking it together. We still got a drive shaft coming through, no problem. Everything's okay so far. Kind of. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off We're gonna cut that. See how I got it going straight across here? We're gonna cut that off there, and then we're gonna go up to there. And the reason being is when the panel goes on, I'll just make it come down, put a 90 in it, and then it's there. If I do that, then I'm all messed up, sort of. Let's do this. This one here is cocked up a little bit. I want to cut that. Let's do this again. Our rod I set across. I want to get that straight. Get that going. Mark that.
Did you ever find that gold marker, Chad, or the white marker?
Nope. The white one? Well, do that one first. A little cocked up on that one there. Then we put this one in, it'll put it right back in place. Hope I got my marker. I want my marker. Hope it works. Hope it works. Watch yourself. See, I'm just going to put this across there. Just cut a little bit off that. I'm good. Now what I'm going to do before I put that on there, I'm going to trace off another one. So I can have the same on the other side. That's what I'm hoping. We'll just keep that angle. Hopefully it's the same length. Any luck at all. Let's do this. Yeah. Hard to believe it, that's hot. I know. Morning, Doug.
Morning, how are you today, man?
Back at her.
I see that. You got that Wi-Fi wall on still. Hey!
I got one more piece to cut on the other side. Shut that off for a second. Doug's got time. Doug usually shows up early, which is great.
I'm not that early this morning.
You're not that early this morning?
No, I gotta drop Jax off the camp at 9, so he doesn't want me too early.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he makes me...
There's that piece I marked. It's got 2 marks on it.
You have a tick, buddy. You have a tick.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even bother you.
That's okay. You're not bothering me, buddy. You're not bothering me.
All right. Do that one. Oh, there it is right there. That's the one.
That was Jackson's story. Oh, you're tired.
That works.
Nationals are on this weekend. Oh, yeah. We're taking it out.
Let's do this.
Are you guys doing the Nationals today?
I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something. I'm just not sure what it is.
Today's Saturday.
I'm gonna tack that right there because I want to. Tacked it in the center. Tacked it in the center. This one, ouch. Jeez. Cut myself. 4. What for? Just so these stay straight while we're building things. Huh? Trying to take myself out. Didn't even know. Now I got something a little bit. There we go. Just trying to keep it on the outside of that thing.
That's the one that right there.
Alrighty. Step off and take a look for a second. Yeah, I jammed that piece of pipe in my wrist and it had a sharp end on it. Alrighty. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. It's just hard to visualize. So we've got, what do we got? We got all kinds going on. I can run one across here and then it'd probably be done, like one cross member there, one cross member here with the matter setting on. Or I can take and keep true what I said and run a piece of square stock from here to there and there to there. And then you would not see anything about the tunnel and the floor panel itself, which I think it would look pretty decent. So we'll just take that off so you can get a visual of it. I don't want to take everything off it for a second. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let Jolene float around here like a butterfly, and we're going to look at something for a second. Let's start here. Shocks are up a little bit. We got a little bigger, smaller bolt in there than we need, which is allowing the shock to go up and hit that. Generally, it's going to be down like that. You can see how I just pulled that down. See, you hit that. Just when I get a right bolt in it, I get the shock bolted on, I get it down like that, it will not hit. So that's where we put a bung inside there. Nathan welded it. These are shock mounts for the front, and we kind of made them for the back, I think. We used a fender or a trailer perch, like just to hold your springs on your trailer. We use them on the rear end. Doug made the buckets, found the coils outside in the yard. Exact same thing. Doug made the buckets, found the coil in the yard. the control arms up front here that hold the rear end in. We have one of those trailer perches, welded with 2 rods on it, come out with a heim joint with a bung inside the frame. So there's bungs inside the frame, so when we take this bolt and we tighten it up, we don't squish the frame. This bar here, the panhard bar, we're going to wait till the car gets where it's going to sit as a driver, and then we're going to adjust the height and where the rear end sits. Right now the rear end is actually perfect inside the car. All these little brackets were cut here in the shop. You can buy these ones, but we made these ones, or Nathan did. It's 2 by 1 inch 3/16 square stock, so it's really rigid. It's hard to bend. It's really got the frame nice and tight and right. The frame has been popped up in the front, like I said before. I'm thinking to lower the car. That's what they want, to lower the stance. The wishbones have been split. These things here came together in the middle. We cut them, put a heim joint inside there, did the exact same thing, put a bung inside the frame, put a bolt through it so it would not squish it. When we did the front here, the wishbone, it changed the angle on our perch for our spring, whatever it is. So we had to change the angle on that to run them straight out back so the spring went all the way across, and replace the bushings in the ends. We got the shocks. We moved the engine back 3 inches, and the reason because I want the engine closer to the firewall. I want the car as small as possible and put it together as tight as possible, and I find generally that looks best. Steering box, that was just a matter of me and Nathan holding it where we want it to fit up to the steering rod itself, and then we mounted it on. We had a mount, we made a mount, and then we went for it. We put a panhard bar up front, and the reason being is that front end can go back and forth just like anything else. So we threw one in there to see make it handle like. I'm hoping that it's out of the way and it'll work just fine. We're behind the straight axle there, we're behind that. Got gussets on it, and we're basically out of the woods over here. So it's all good. We're gonna have to put a little gusset on this piece because this piece is just welded to this straight out. And really, if you had lots of pressure on that, you'd really want a gusset maybe come up over top and down to there or something to hold that nice. The shocks were just brackets that we had from Speedway and brackets that we made and welded them on the inside of the wishbone. Just kind of placed them wherever we wanted them and that sort of stuff. Yes, I would say the shocks are upside down for most cases, but this is the way it looks the best, looks the coolest, so that's the way you go. The shocks were a freebie. We have some more to add to over here. We had, probably a couple $100 worth of metal to put on that floor to make that a square stock to put in there. But basically, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm either gonna put one just straight across here, and then you can see the floor pan. If I put one straight across here, there's a floor pan there. There's a floor pan there. There's a floor pan there. There's a pan that can go up here, be bent and put in there. Then there's one over top. Then there's one straight down. Every one of them will put a little something in with the bead roller and tack it down on the middle of the square stock. So when you look at the floor, if you turned upside down, you wouldn't see any place that it's connected. You could paint it before you put it in the car. I'm either going to do that or I'm going to do that. You'll have to come back and see. One more thing I want to show you. It was on the other night. If you want to go to Jolene's channel or the other channel, you can see what's going on. I call it Jolene's channel because that's generally where you'll see her. On this car, there's A pillar where it had the hole in the frame, the B pillar where it had the hole in the frame. So if I get in here, so that's the hole back here for the B pillar on that side. That's the hole here for that side. And then we have, supposedly it used to be a couple holes up here, which holds that car on. If we want to channel the car, this is, I think, the easiest way to do it. If you make a frame work like we have to put the body on, you cut everything out of the floor. All this, I mean, let's not cut this out, but we can cut all the way along here, cut all the wheel wells, cut all the trunk out. We're going to cut everything out. If you wanted to channel it, say if you wanted to channel it 4 inches, measure up 4 inches, weld on a piece of angle iron and come out. It's got to come out that far because that's going to be your new mount. Weld up, measure up 4 inches, angle iron out, drill a hole. measure up 4 inches, put angle on it, make it out, drill a hole. So when everything's cut off the car, or the hole underneath it is cut off the car, we take it over and we slide it down, and it won't stop until it hits that angle iron, which is up inside the car 4 inches. So that means the frame and the floor has come up inside the car 4 inches. And I'm thinking that the reason that happened is because somebody had a rotten car and they shoved her down over the frame and made a new floor for it, or made a new floor and cut it out or whatever. But basically that's what's going on. So I've got a couple more that I'm going to put in there. Nathan will be probably, he's on the drive shaft now.
I run a, so that one end that is already cut is on the front. I'm going to cut that end back out.
Yeah.
Put her back on the back.
Yeah.
And then I centered my U-joint and I scribed my straight line. Shaft.
There, that's another way to do it right there.
Scribed it right on.
Instead, yeah, perfect.
So I couldn't lose with the marker. Now I'll cut that out, cut the back end together, and put the yoke on the front, put it in, get her length, and try her in.
We got a video of me and Jim making a drive shaft. You should watch that someday, Nathan. You might learn something. Huh? Me and Jimbo over there, he had the torches, and I was banging on it, he was banging on it, the hammer went flying, the drive shaft went flying, and it was quite comical. But I wanted that drive shaft put together so I could finish Jolene's race car. Anyways, this is what's going inside the car. I don't think it's going to take us that long, but I have to weld that sort of stuff up. I like that it's all connected down because it'll stay down when it comes time. Have a great day. Come back tomorrow. Doug, you want to say anything? Final say?
Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
I'm gonna have a good day.
Nate, you got anything?
Have an excellent day. It's a beautiful
wonderful
sunny
day.
day.
Have a beautiful sunny day here in the Maritimes. Have a great day. See you all later. Back tomorrow.